So this is unlike any video I've ever recorded, but today I wanted to just sit down and talk to you guys about expectations. Earlier this year, I sat down and I promised myself that I'm going to replace these expectations I place on myself and on others with a simple thing. And the simple thing I'm going to tell you in this video is going to help you too. Our whole life, I feel like, is sort of ruled by expectations in one way or another. When we're growing up, we have sort of these expectations of what's, just expected out of us. Like, we are expected to go to school, we're expected to get good grades, we're expected to go to college, all these things. Good college, get a great education. And then as we grow up, those expectations shift, right? Like, we sort of have so many expectations on ourselves. Like, I can tell you from my experience, the amount of expectations I put on myself are insane. I expect myself to be great at my job. I expect myself to have a working friend circle, like a big friend circle. I expect to stay fit and healthy and look a certain way and look good. And all these expectations, they're so burdensome. I place so many expectations on myself that unknowingly I also just place a lot of expectations on others. For example, this is how my mind used to work. Whenever I would start a new friendship or whenever I would start, seeing somebody, like dating somebody, my expectations of what this should be were already gigantic and enormous. Let's talk about dating, for example. The first date, obviously, it's kind of like a wedding process, right? Like, I go into a first date expecting nothing. If they look like their profile pictures and they can have half a conversation, we're good. But subsequently, when you go on more dates, my expectations of what the dates should be and how we should progress would already be gigantic. Not that I want to rush into things and settle down, so to speak, but my expectations of every date should progress a certain way and we should be working towards something, and then this should work out into something like either a friendship or something like that, were always gigantic. So this is just one example. Because I expect so much out of myself, unknowingly going into situations, I also expect a lot out of situations that I'm in. And that has hurt me so much. I can't tell you how much it has hurt me. Because what happens is, whenever you place expectations on something, especially when it is not involving you, you are basically giving them sort of essentially your power. You are expecting them to act a certain way. You are hedging your bet that they should do this versus you should do this. And what I ended up doing in a lot of these situations, unknowingly, was trying to control how the situation is playing out. So, that cliched quote of I don't chase, I attract. I do neither. I control. I try to control the situation. I try to control how others are perceiving me, how I'm being perceived, and if I do this, would they do this? And that is such a not stupid, it's such a bad place to be mentally. I don't know how to describe it, because it gets you in this loop. You expect something and then you do something to get that expectation met, and you do something. It's like a circle. It's kind of like a reward system too. It's just bizarre. Obviously, dating is just one example of it. You can see this playing out in friendships. You can see this playing out in sort of career situations where you're interacting with the superior at work. You basically expect them to favor you in a way, expect them to talk about you nice in rooms that you're not in. And I feel like a lot of times what happens is, expecting a lot of things out of situations like that, I have just found that I end up trying to fit into what others want out of me, and that is not okay. So why did I want to talk about expectations today of all days? Because 2024 has been a big year for me mentally. I just do not know how to describe it to you. But earlier this year, I sat down and I promised myself that I'm going to replace these expectations I place on myself and on others with a simple thing. And the simple thing I'm going to tell you in this video is going to help you too. And so the thing that I decided to replace expectations with this year was trust. And I was I have spent over 3 decades now basically expecting this, expecting that out of myself, blah 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 blah. What if I just trust? What if I trust myself? I was what if I just trust? What if I trust that whatever is happening is gonna work out at the end? If I'm not a bad person, if I'm not hurting anybody, if I'm not lying, or if I'm not cheating, if I'm not I don't know, doing crazy things? What if I can just not expect things to play out in a way? What if I can just trust that things will play out in a way? And that has helped me so fucking much. I now, when I go on dates and stuff or meet new people, I am so much more grounded in who I am because I just trust myself. I don't go in there with expectations. I don't go in there with like the fear of being perceived because my expectations need to be met. I actually don't expect shit anymore. I just trust it. I trust that I am amazing and that the universe is looking out for me. And that sounds so cliche, but I've just given into this trust. I'm like, I sometimes refer to myself as a we have spent 3 decades of like doing this hard work. What if this sort of next 4 or 5 years, we just trust the process and we just live in the process? It has helped me so much mentally that I cannot describe it. One practice that I just do now is that I just sit with myself and I'm like, I trust us. I trust how this is happening. I trust what is going on in the world, and I trust where we are going. So for even like a YouTube channel, when I started it, I had so many expectations of like how many subscribers I should have, how many comments I should get. I actually don't anymore. I just trust it. I'm like, I'm just gonna put a video out there and I'm gonna trust that people who are meant to find it will find the video. I just trust that, you know, the YouTube channel is gonna be okay as long as I just keep uploading videos. We'll be fine. If people dislike the videos, who gives a fuck? If people like the videos, amazing, right? So I just feel like being in this sort of trust kind of zone, like this green area, trust, and like not going outside into the expectation kind of zone. Like I expect this video to get 500 views. I expect this video to get 1,000 views. I expect this video to blow up. Fuck that. I have just found that living in the moment and trusting the universe, trusting yourself and grounding yourself that way is so much more beneficial. So I just wanted to upload this video and tell you guys this mind shift has really helped me this year, and I hope that you can get something out of this video and sort of replace this expectation with trust, and trust yourself more and expect less out of situations. Live like the main character. Girl, live like a character that you know everything's gonna work out at the end. Your life is a movie. Live in that la-di-da fantasy. Why not? What's hurting you? Just do it. Trust me, try this for a week. Just for a week, replace any expectations you have on any situation or yourself and just trust the process. And then come back, comment down below, tell me what you guys think. I just wanted to make this video to share this with you guys so that you can apply this to your life too. There's gonna be more on-topic videos of my channel coming up like they regularly do, but I just wanted to, on a whim, upload this video. Bye!